Hello everybody, Kris Gethin here, and you are in my home. Why? Because we are going to go through an at-home workout today and smashing back with these resistance bands. A lot of people out there think that you cannot get a friggin' awesome workout at home without weights, which is absolute bull. All you need to know is how to apply intensity with volume to get the best gains out of your physique. You have to control your environment and not get controlled by it. Now, you've got different types of resistance bands out there. The one that I have actually has several different types of resistance, the yellow being the easiest, the red being hard, the blue being medium, and I can actually attach all of them on here at the same time. But if you don't have something like that, it's okay. You can have something simple like this and hold it at different areas for more or less tension, all right? So to begin with, we're gonna do lat pull down. We're gonna do our own version of that. You're gonna need something stable. I've got a pillar here. You can wrap it around the bottom of a chair or something, or table, as long as it's secure, okay? So what I'm gonna do is wrap this around here, and then I'm gonna lie down on the floor as if I'm going to mimic the plane of motion from a lat pull down. So I'm gonna lie on my back here. And then to ensure I've got the correct resistance, I'm going to work my way down, like so, till I'm in a fully extended position. The great thing about doing this, lying on your back, is that you're not going to use any momentum. You're going to use a lot of isolation and tension to apply stress onto the lats. So you're going to come down, as if you're going to do a lat pull down, and then stretch up, rotating and squeezing your shoulder blades down. Now, you're obviously not going to go as heavy as you would with a conventional weight. So this is why you'd go slightly higher with the reps and really work on that isometric hold and that mind-muscle connection. Squeeze, get a good stretch. Squeeze, get a good stretch. And squeeze. I like to go slightly higher in the repetitions when I'm using the resistance bands at around 20-25 repetitions. Most important is that you go to failure with each set, okay? And I like to do about 5 sets because I am training with less resistance. I improve my intensity by increasing the volume, okay? So higher repetitions and very little rest. So I'm only gonna rest maybe about 40-45 seconds between sets. Then we go on to straight arm pull downs, or this is like a pullover. We're gonna mimic a pullover as if you've got a dumbbell here. So I like to have my hands close together, and then I'll pull down, and then up, get a good stretch. Come down a little bit further so I can get a better stretch. That's better. Focusing on the lats, rotating your shoulder blades down and back. Don't just use your triceps. A good stretch. And that's a straight arm pull down. And now I'll move on to the next exercise. All right, now I flip myself around and I'm gonna mimic myself a row, a conventional row, just like a row machine, okay? So, again, you'd hold the straps. Now you may need to hold on to them a little bit closer towards your feet so you can get a good stretch out of this exercise, because otherwise your range of motion is going to be limited. So I like to hold it a little bit closer down the bottom, okay? And then I'm going to keep my back straight and squeeze. Squeeze, a little bit more explosive on the positive as opposed to the negative, where I concentrate on about a 3-second count and about a 1-second count on a positive. Squeeze. Think about that Christmas tree in your back. And hit those traps. Now you've got a couple of different variations here. You can focus a little bit more on your lats by keeping your elbows tight to your side, or you can focus more on your traps by coming higher and bringing your elbows out. All right, now the next exercise that we're going to be doing, this is the 5th movement, is the bent over row, okay? So I'm standing on the cable here. The wider that I stand, the more tension I'm going to have placed on here, because I'm going to be stretching out the band at the bottom here. Well, I'll actually apply all 3 of my bands now to get more tension, because I'm going to be a lot stronger on this, and I'll hold it a little bit closer to the bottom. So again, I'm going to stand on this bad boy, about shoulder width distance apart, and slowly down, explosive on the way up, squeezing the shoulder blades at the top, try not to hyperextend though, and drive through the glutes and the hamstrings. Again, 5 sets on these bad boys. Imagine now you've got a dumbbell, you're doing a single arm row, that's exactly what you're going to mimic. So I'm going to throw this one handle down, I'm going to stand on the cable on the end here. Okay, and again, if you've got a stronger resistance, you can use several. So you're going to put your palm against the hand here, and you're going to row back. Squeeze that shoulder blade, try not to rotate at the waist. You're going to use your traps and your lats. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, and then once you've done one at the side, you can move on to the other. All right, the 8th movement now is the upright row. Okay, so stand on the cable again. You're gonna have your hands out in front of you. You may have to take a slightly narrower stance. Okay, elbows up to your chin and back down. We usually go pretty heavy with a shrug, so this time I want you to reach down close to the bottom, because you need a lot of tension on this now, and you're going to shrug up and down, up and down. I usually like to go high reps with shrugs anyway, because I don't like to put too much stress in the downward pressure of my spine and my discs. So doing 25-30 reps on this is kind of normal. So you want to try to reach failure around that point, but if you don't reach failure, you keep going until you do. Okay, so if you like this video, guys, please do let me know if you want more at-home workouts like this, with cables, without cables, with weights, whatever. You let me know and I'll deliver it for you. Thanks, peace.